The best thing that I did in 2024 is literally logging out of social media and disconnecting so that I can reconnect with myself.
As the day they break, I dey wake, hear the morning song as it take the shape.
Well, hello, my beautiful people. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing fabulous. If you're new here, my name is Yodit Smith, and I make contents about mindset, glowing up, soft productivity, embracing the soft life, just, a lot of lifestyle videos. So if that's your jam, I think you should stick around because you're gonna absolutely love it here. The end of the year is here. I can't believe that 2024 has come to an end. Today is December 9th, and I know the end of the year could be stressful for a lot of us because we've got unfinished to-do list, a lot of mental tabs open, and we have 2025 knocking on our door. Our mind can feel like really jammed and cluttered. You don't know what to prioritize, you don't know what to focus on. That's why I'm making this video for you, because I was right there with you not too long ago. 2 weeks ago, that's exactly how I felt. We're going to talk about what we're going to do to declutter the mind so that we can walk into 2025 with a fresh perspective, with more peace, focus, and clarity. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Step number 1, identify the stressor. This is very crucial. If you don't know what's stressing you out, then you won't be able to solve the problem. So the first step in decluttering the mind is identifying what's stressing you out. That's exactly what I did 2 weeks ago. I felt like I was about to lose my shit. So I told myself I need to get my shit together. And the first thing that I did was I grabbed a pen and a piece of paper and I literally brain dumped onto paper. And I wrote down everything that was stressing me out, from goals to deadlines to things that I had on my vision board for 2024 that didn't come to fruition, obstacles that I faced in 2024, a lot of personal things that was bothering me. And let me tell you, I felt so much lighter after that. It felt amazing. So grab a notebook, sit down and write everything onto paper. You don't really need to talk to a friend. You don't need to talk it out with anybody. You just need to talk to your journal and just write it all on paper. A very simple yet powerful way of clearing the mind. Step number 2. This might sound cliche, but hear me out, sis. Okay, this actually works. You have to start practicing mindfulness, all right? Hear me out, hear me out. I know you've heard about meditation, you've heard about manifesting, this and that. It may not be your jam, but I'm telling you, it needs to be. When you hear about practicing mindfulness, you don't necessarily have to think about meditation. There are so many other forms of mindfulness practices. It could be journaling, it could be breath work, it could be praying. You just need to figure out what works for you. But what has worked for me is truly meditation. It's been a game changer. And I can testify, I can attest to that. I have done it for a whole year. It's the end of December. Well, maybe it hasn't been a full year yet, but it's been almost a year. I've been doing it since last January, and it's been a game changer. I absolutely love to meditate. I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult in the beginning. I'm like, what is this? It's just weird. I couldn't get to quiet the mind. I always found myself like wandering off and I had to like refocus. It was a struggle in the beginning, but over time it got so much better. I was able to move up from 3 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 20 minutes. There are times where I've done it for 30 minutes. And I have become a morning person too. I like to wake up at the crack of dawn and no phone, okay? No phone when you first wake up. I don't look at my phone. I don't want to talk to anybody. The first 20 minutes right after waking up is my time that is dedicated to meditation. And it is the best way to reset the nervous system. It is the best way to lower the volume of anxiety. I am telling you, it's going to do wonders for your brain, wonders for your body, wonders for your mental and emotional health. I swear by it. You will have to try it. You already know I'm a healthcare girly. As much as I like talking about my experiences and what has worked for me, I also like to back it up with something that's scientifically grounded. So I have something for you. So research from Harvard found that mindfulness practices like meditation can reduce stress and improve focus in as little as 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day is all it takes, and you can start, like I said, just like I did, 3 minutes, work your way up to 5 minutes and then to 10 minutes. and you'll see a difference. So find out what works for you. And this is something you need to start incorporating like now before January gets here, and stick with it. Number 3 is a big one. This is a big one. This is something I've been itching to talk about, and it's digital detox. It's a shame. It's a shame how addicted we are to our phones. We can't live without our phone. We can't breathe without our phone. We are so attached to our phone. Our phone is like a huge mental clutter that I feel like we need to get rid of. And let me tell you what I did. In January 2024, one Friday night, I decided to log out of social media and never log back in. It's December 2024 now. It's been almost a year since I logged out of social media. Well, I logged back in 2 months ago, and I'll get into that later. Granted, there was a lot going on at the time. It was a lot of new stressors that were in my life. I felt like I was consumed and overstimulated and stressed out, and I felt like I was stretching myself too thin. And as a content creator, whenever I get on these apps, I felt guilty because I wasn't creating. I'm just there like scrolling and consuming. And I just felt like, okay, you know what? This is not my priority right now. Mind you, I have a full-time job. I am a mother. I am a wife. I don't really want to get into the personal stuff. I'll talk about it maybe on a different video. But I just felt like I needed to log out so I can focus on the more important things. I tell you, it is the best thing that I did for myself. The best thing that I did in 2024 is literally logging out of social media and disconnecting so that I can reconnect with myself. I highly recommend this. If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, if you feel like all the system you had in place for you that used to work for you no longer work for you, and you feel like you just need to hit that reset button on your life, the best way to do it is just to log out of social media and disconnect and go on a self-discovery journey. It doesn't necessarily mean from social media, but everything that you feel like you're so attached to, try to like disconnect so you can reconnect with yourself, and you're going to be amazed by the result. Now, I don't want this to be the focus of the video. I will make a dedicated video about this, why I did it, and what I did during my time off when I was away from social media, what I learned, and everything else. I'll make a dedicated video, but this is about decluttering the mind, and digital detox is one of the best ways to declutter the mind, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it. Studies have shown that the average person checks their phone 96 times per day. 96 times per day. That's every 10 minutes. It's crazy. It's just crazy how we're addicted to our phones. So we're going to work on that. That's one thing we're going to work on before we walk into 2025. If you're someone like me and you like to read, and you have the Kindle app on your phone, I would say instead of using the Kindle app, maybe just buy a book. Buy a book and read your book when you're off of your phone, and that would be your no screen time or your no screen hour. Or if you're eating dinner with your family, you know, make it a habit and make it a rule that nobody's going to be on their phone at that time. Just disconnect from the phone. If you're going on a walk, just take your Apple Watch with you and don't take your phone with you. Go on a walk for about an hour. That's a no screen time for an hour. So there are so many ways that you can incorporate this into your daily life, but no screen time it's going to make a difference. Let's talk about your surroundings. There's a strong connection with a cluttered mind and a cluttered space. I mean, think about it. When you walk into your house, if your house is clean, everything is organized, things are spot on, how do you feel? How do you feel? You're gonna feel light. You're gonna feel like it's gonna be very inviting and welcoming. I don't know about you, but let me tell you about me. I have a daughter. She's about to turn 6. Oh my God, time flies. She turns 6 next month. And the past several years has been very difficult. It's been very challenging. I was at a point where I was bringing cleaners twice a week to keep the house organized. I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. With my work schedule and everything else, it was just becoming impossible. Even with bringing the cleaners twice a week, it was still so hard to keep the place organized. Now that she's a little bit older, I decided to give her the basement. I made her a little girl cave where she can do her drawing and her little experiments. The experiments is what drives me nuts. Her little experiments and everything, like whatever she wants to do, she can just do it in the basement, and I can have my clean space upstairs. The great room is more organized and clean now. The dining room is clean. My bedroom is much more organized and clean. Like, I do what I had to do so that I can have a clutter-free space. It's almost like a physical clutter competes with your attention and just makes it so hard to focus. So having a clear space is one of a good way to declutter the mind. So start small. Start with your desk. You can start with your closet. You can start with one room and work your way up, and I'm telling you, it's gonna give you like a sense of accomplishment and create a more calm and serene environment. Tip number 5 is create your yes and no list. This is one of the things that I did during my reset. I had to get super clear on what I was going to allow into my life and what I was going to cut off. Here's how it works. The things that are going to go on your yes list are things that you want more of in 2025. This can be self-care, this can be alone time, this could be practicing mindfulness, be setting boundaries, it could be more family time, it could be going on adventures, maybe solo traveling. Anything that makes your soul happy, anything that sets your soul on fire is going to go on this list. And on the other hand, on the no list, we're going to add things that drain our energy, things we're not taking with us to 2025. This could be, for me, it was overcommitment, people pleasing, negative self-talk, doom scrolling, and so on and so forth. So everything that feels unaligned, everything that drains your energy is gonna go on this list, and we're gonna work on it. Writing these lists is not just about creating boundaries, but it's also being like very intentional with your energy. And I highly recommend that you look at them at least once a week so that you remind yourself, okay, this is on my yes list and this is on my to-do list, not my to-do list, on my no list, and I need to do more of this and I need to do less of this. And last but not least, schedule white space. And what I mean by white space is intentionally creating a gap in your daily schedule where you do absolutely nothing. For me, white space can be on my day off, sitting on my couch with a cup of tea or staring out the window, drinking a glass of wine, literally doing nothing, just sitting alone with my thoughts and just being free. Try it out, even if it's just 15 or 20 minutes a day. It's a very simple way of truly decluttering the mind and feeling like you're in control. All right, that's it. I gave you 6 strategies on how you can declutter the mind so that you can step into 2025 with more clarity and focus. If you found this video helpful, share it with somebody that you know, and also let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. You know, I can learn from you, you can learn from me. Let's chat in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Peace out.